I got suspended for 3 days from my school, and I have 45 days of OAC.
Everybody in elementary school probably remembers career day. You know, all these adults and parents walking into school to try to inspire a bunch of 6 and 7-year-olds into doing a job for the rest of their lives. Now, something that I vividly remember about my career day at school was that there were always these really 4 popular careers among all of my classmates. One of them was a veterinarian, the other one was a cop, a teacher, but by far the most popular one was an astronaut. Like, everybody in my class wanted to be an astronaut, except me. I wanted to be Bayesian Canadian when I grew up, and that's why I got bullied. But my point still stands. In my elementary school, being an astronaut was super popular. I remember my school even had like an after-school program where you could be an astronaut. You weren't actually an astronaut, you just got to dress up as an astronaut and drink Capri Suns and do math problems. But my point still stands, though, at the end of the day, that being an astronaut was super, super popular. Now, granted, I am talking about 7-year-olds. Like, at the time, we were all really young, and we probably didn't really know what we wanted to be. Hell, half of these dudes that are saying they wanted to be astronauts are all probably smoking vapes right now. So, I mean, at least 3 of those dudes are like SoundCloud rappers with like 2 listeners, and one of them is their mother. And I also can't confidently say that the next generation want to be a bunch of astronauts, because they probably want to be Kai Cenat right now. So, in all honesty, you guys, I don't blame people for not wanting to be an astronaut anymore, because it's really hard to be one. In order for you to go to space, you got to be super skilled at like engineering, aerospace. You know, you got to do all this rigorous training like spacewalking and underwater diving, all this crazy stuff, right? In order to be an astronaut. Or you could just be a millionaire. Time and time again, we are reminded that money solves everything. Like, if you can't be an astronaut, who cares? You can pay somebody to be one. And that's exactly what happened, you guys. For those of you who don't know, Jeff Bezos decided to tap into his fuck you money reserves and fund a private space mission for his wife, Lauren Sanchez, and 5 of her woman friends to go into his own personal space rocket and fly into space. Because they can just do that, apparently, because they're that rich. No training, no nothing, no debriefing, just put him in a rocket, slapped it on the ass, and sent that bitch straight into the stratosphere. Now, this all-woman crew consisted of Lauren Sanchez, Gayle King, Aisha Bowe, Carrie Ann Flynn, Katy Perry, and Amanda Wen. Now, I don't know about necessarily calling this group of women a crew, because what crew things do? They kind of just sat there and screamed a lot. They're passengers, okay? Like, the most crew thing they did was play a round of Among Us before they launched into space. Like,
got it? 1, 2, 3, take up space!
like, a better name for this group of women would probably be like Nightmare Blunt Rotation 3.6. Like, but whether they're a crew, a passenger, or a Nightmare Blunt Rotation, they went to space. Now, their space mission was heavily publicized. Like, the media would not stop talking about this space mission or whatever, and a lot of people hated it.
No, like, I'm so sorry, but I actually don't give a fuck that you went into space. I actually don't give a fuck that you went into space. Dare I say it? I actually think I kind of hate you.
Most people, when they saw this space mission being publicized, felt that it was extremely obnoxious and extremely wasteful. And it was almost felt like, to a lot of people, that it was almost kind of like a slap in the face, because while these group of millionaires get to fly into space, wasting millions of dollars just to spend like 3 minutes up in space, most of these people living right now can't even afford groceries. It just came off to a lot of people as extremely pretentious, which I don't blame them for. Now, although there were 6 crew members on that rocket, everybody is dogpiling and hating on specifically one of the crew members, and it's Katy Perry. Why? Because she wouldn't shut up. You see, celebrities tend to do this thing where they are so PR trained, where they end up trying to sound super deep and thoughtful at times when they're not supposed to be. Like, they always try to act so profound in front of the camera for no reason. I swear to God, an A-list celebrity will get filmed, like, drinking a latte, and they'll be like, yeah, this latte I just drank just gave me like an out-of-body experience. Like, dude, it's not that deep. It's a goddamn latte. Like, it's just never that deep, my man. Can you be normal for once in your entire life? And that right there is exactly what Katy Perry did on this space mission. Throughout this entire mission, she tries to come off as super deep and profound for no reason.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch.
Like, everybody in America already hates you and thinks you're obnoxious. The last thing you should probably do is when you're literally in space, funded by Jeff Bezos, is to go up into the live feed camera and say some stupid thing like, I've never felt love like this ever before in my life. Like, dude, shut the hell up. Like, what are you doing, man? Just be like every other normal person in space and be like, holy shit, it's a star. Like, it's not hard. Like, yo, bro, it's the moon.
Oh, the moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon.
Like, nobody wants to hear you recite dumb Instagram captions like, I think I finally found the meaning of life. Like, nobody cares. But no, she just had to open her mouth and say something stupid. And that's exactly why the whole internet hates her. Like, a lot of people are saying that this is like the modern version of Marie Antoinette's "let them eat cake" quote, which I think is kind of funny because back then it was just like a rich old noblewoman eating cake with a powdery wig, and now it's a multi-millionaire in space. Like it just shows that technology has advanced, but human tendencies have still been the same ever since. Rich, obnoxious assholes will always be rich, obnoxious assholes that do not understand and will never understand how the rest of the world is living. Now, a lot of you might just think, oh, that's it, okay. People hating a celebrity because they went to space and were obnoxious about it. I've seen this story millions of times before. Here is where I think the story gets a little bit more interesting, at least for me. You see, this whole space mission has caused a lot of celebrities to come out and denounce Katy Perry and the rest of these astronauts from doing the space mission. Like, yeah, it turns out that the rich, wealthy, and famous are not happy with other rich, wealthy, and famous people doing rich, wealthy, and famous shit. Like, Olivia Wilde and Emily Ratajkowski both came out in statements on TV shows and on videos to social media saying that they are against Katy Perry and the whole female crew space mission thing.
That space mission this morning, that's end time shit. Like, this is beyond Perry. Saying that you care about Mother Earth and it's about Mother Earth and you're going up in a spaceship that is built and paid for by a company that's single-handedly destroying the planet. Look at the state of the world and think about how many resources went into putting these women into space. For what? For what? What was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted, literally, I'm disgusted.
Obviously, for the same reasons that other people gave, it was pretentious, it was a waste of money, that money could have been sent to like charities or whatever. I don't care. And the reason why I honestly don't care, you guys, is because it's a celebrity saying this. Like, in all honesty, you guys, I never want to hear a rich, famous celebrity ever talk about wasteful spending. Like, just because there are more wasteful people out there than you does not make you better. Like, bro, look at Emily Ratajkowski's video, fam. She's filming this whole thing while in the back of a luxury car. Like, if you want to talk about wasteful spending, then get the hell out of that luxury limo and start carpooling on Uber X. Like, get out of here with that, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's so obviously for PR. You don't believe any of the stuff that you're saying because you are probably just as bad as all of these women are that went on this space mission. Like, I guarantee if you were invited to go on this space mission, you would have gone. Like, what are we even talking about here, man? I know for a fact you get driven and you fly everywhere. Like, get out of here, bro. You don't care about the environment and you definitely don't care how people spend their money. It's like Joseph Stalin telling Mao Zedong that he's a bad person. Like, bro, you're just as evil as me. It's like EDP445 telling Dr. Disrespect that he's a terrible human being. Like, it takes one to know one, buddy. Like, y'all are both kid touchers, man. You're on the same boat. Like, it's the exact same thing for Emily Ratajkowski and Olivia Wilde and Katy Perry. Like, you guys are both rich, famous, and wealthy celebrities that don't have to worry about anything ever in their entire lives. Like, you just look like someone that is trying to save their own image and isn't actually being their true self. Because, like, I know for a fact you do not believe anything that you said in that video. And that right there is the position that I kind of take on this situation, you guys. Do I agree with what Katy Perry did? No. Do I think it's wasteful? Yes. But why are we acting like this is the first time this has ever happened before? Like, yeah, that money spent to make this space mission could have been given to, like, a very charitable cause or something like that. But why are we not acting like Dude Perfect didn't also do this as well? With the same company, may I add, Blue Origin. Like, Katy Perry isn't the first person to do this. Like, to me, it just comes off as hypocritical. Because, like, to me, she's only getting hate because she's a celebrity. Like, if a no-name billionaire decided to do something like this, nobody would care. Matter of fact, a billionaire already did this. For those of you who don't know, like a couple months ago, a billionaire tech guy decided to privately fund his own spacewalk, and he did it. And did the media care? Hell no, because nobody cares or knows about this dude. And that's also the reason why nobody else is hating on any of the other crew members too. Because let's be honest, nobody knows those motherfuckers. Like, bro, name 3 Gayle King accomplishments. On God, you couldn't name one. But, like, everybody can name 3 Katy Perry songs. That's why she's getting dogged on. Because she's recognizable. Now, that doesn't mean she shouldn't be getting hate. She said really stupid things, and she came off as really annoying and pretentious. But what I am trying to say is that if we're going to hate on Katy Perry for going to space, then we need to hate on these other people that also went to space. Because, like, your whole argument behind of why you hate it is that it's a waste of money, then you need to also put that same argument on all of these other people that have done the exact same thing. I also think this whole argument of, like, it's wasteful to the environment is so stupid, man. Because I swear to God, people only start caring about the environment when it becomes beneficial for them. Like, if people actually cared about the environment or whatever, then more people would be hating and talking about Taylor Swift's CO2 emissions. Like, bro, that woman puts in more CO2 in the environment than some large cities. Like, her carbon footprint is so insane, I don't think you guys can truly fathom it. And that's only off of her plane rides. Imagine how much CO2 she's emitting off her car rides, her van rides, all this other stuff she's probably doing. Yet nobody seems to talk about it. So, like, that's what I mean, you guys. People only hate on people for harming the environment when it's beneficial for them, when it's just another thing they can add on for the list of reasons why they should hate somebody. Even though most of the time, they could literally care less if somebody is harming the environment. Like, stop complaining on Twitter like, think about all the trees that she's gonna kill. You do not care about that stuff, man. Shut the hell up. Like, me and you both know you could give less of a damn about a tree. Like, the only plants that you care about is weeds. So, like that good old devil's lettuce, man, you're addicted to Benjamins. Now, one thing that I did absolutely hate about this entire space mission was the fact that, like, these group of women tried to, like, frame themselves as, like, a group for woman empowerment. I hated that, like, straight up. Because what was empowering about what they did? Like, yes, girls, we're in space, even though we literally didn't do anything except be rich and famous. How is that in any way empowering?
Capsule, those are like the guide parachutes. There go the drogue parachutes.
Just free falling right there until those drogues came out.
Like, real empowerment would be, you know, facing diversity, you know, going through the rigorous and hard astronaut training, like actually putting in the work to become an astronaut and go into space. No, you guys were all just rich and famous and got sent into a rocket that was privately funded by one of the richest men on the entire planet. Like, if anything, it's more empowering to men. Look what I can do with all this money. It's kind of messed up. I hate that some of them also frame themselves as astronauts. That pissed me off. You're not an astronaut because you go into space, okay? You're spitting in the face of all the actual real astronauts that put in the training and the work to actually become an astronaut.
I know, Amanda, this has been a dream of yours, a long-awaited dream, and now it is finally official. You are an astronaut. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love.
Like, you are not an astronaut. You're a bitch in space. It's the same thing as how I don't go on a cruise and say I'm a sailor. No, I'm a passenger on a cruise ship. But at the end of the day, for me, this whole situation is just making me conflicted because on one hand, I never want to defend a celebrity. Like, I will probably never ever defend a celebrity. But on the other hand, I feel like people are massively overreacting to this situation. Like, were they annoying and obnoxious about it? Yes. Did they waste a lot of money and resources doing this space mission? Absolutely yes. But were they the first ones to do it? No. And when the first people did it, were they given as much hate as Katy Perry and the entire female crew? No. Like, to be honest with you guys, the way I see it is that we can't really be surprised on how millionaires spend their money. And I think the reason why there are so many people angry about this whole space mission is just because of their own personal financial circumstances, because they can't afford Wonder Bread. But look, guys, whatever side you decide to be on, I really don't care. I can honestly see both sides of the argument, but at the end of the day, it's all up to your opinion. Anyways, guys, it's gonna wrap up this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please join the Discord down below. We do a lot of fun stuff there. Discord.gg/TheAngryAsian, or search up The Angry Asian on Discord to find the server. We do a lot of fun stuff in there. We hold events. You can talk to me in there as well. And yeah, we're growing. We have 12,300 members, and it's really fun. Come hang out in there. Please follow me on TikTok and Instagram at TheAngryAsian69. And I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Stay happy, stay kind, and stay happy. Peace!